The man noticed something strange when moving into his new house. The size of the villa seemed off. He poured a glass of hot water on the floor and saw that the water split and spread in different directions. The girl standing nearby looked confused, wondering if the house was uneven. Seeing this, the man quickly grabbed a ruler. Then an even stranger thing happened after measuring the walls. The thickness of the walls was 5 centimeters shorter than expected. This left Jack very puzzled. He began to suspect he had bought a faulty villa. He went outside to check, but found nothing unusual. Determined to figure out the secret the villa was hiding, he found a ruler in the drawer and, with his daughter, began measuring the inside of the house. More strange things kept happening after comparing the same wall. The measurements inside and outside of the house were off by 80 centimeters. At this point, Jack sensed something was seriously wrong. Even his daughter noticed the house felt strange. She suspected it might be haunted. When his daughter went inside to grab her clothes, an even stranger thing occurred. As she was about to come out, she seemed to vanish into thin air. She was nowhere to be found in the hallway. Jack anxiously waited outside, but when he went inside, all he found was her coat. His daughter had vanished right before his eyes. He searched the entire villa, but there was no sign of her. Little did he know, things were about to get even stranger. Jack was a wealthy businessman. His wife, a much younger actress, was 20 years his junior. Their family seemed happy and perfect. But the problem was, due to his wife's acting career, she often worked with male models, which Jack didn't like. Every time he visited her on set, the director would completely ignore him. It was as if they were keeping something secret, or maybe they just didn't want him around. The director always made it clear that Jack wasn't welcome. Jack felt powerless and frustrated. Eventually, he made a decision he would regret. He found a villa online and moved his whole family to a house in the suburbs. At first, no one noticed anything strange about the villa. The view outside was beautiful and peaceful, but as soon as they stepped inside, weird things started happening. Strange noises would randomly echo through the house. Jack realized that only he could hear the sounds, while his wife didn't notice anything. At first, he didn't think much of it, but little did he know, things were about to take a much darker turn. Late at night, Jack's daughter was alone in her room, playing a hand gesture game. Then, something terrifying happened. Suddenly, a figure appeared on the wall. The girl was confused and scared. At that moment, Jack happened to come in to check on her. She quickly told him that there was a man's figure on the wall. Jack thought she was just messing around. He assumed she was mistaken. After turning off her bedside lamp, he left the room, leaving her alone in the bedroom. She stared at the strange shadow on the wall. Terrified, she pulled the blanket over her head. Later, Jack went to talk to his wife, but the girl, too frightened, ran out of her room. By the time the couple found her, she had gone back to her room. When Jack saw his daughter return to her room, he started to go around the house, turning off lights. But the villa was so large, there was always another light waiting for him to turn off. Finally, when he reached the study, he turned off the desk lamp as usual, but suddenly, the light on the door turned on by itself.